Utie oha extra punk no. Needs FM.
Honorable Nyindam, so the free senior high school crisis, they say Charles Omu demand this before the 5th of May comes, no, one more share, one more beds, any other logistics are Kodano Ebehia.
Well, me gidi say near the kind. I for you know, I'm sure ministry ne omo ka hu nyina e de achopa a efata se omo de ma omo no e de ama omo, most especially communication gap na e bae no. I'm sure say nka omo to omo bo ase kakra na nka omo hwe nema mo yiye kakra nka ta gap na anya den ama meda ho, because ebi mu a omo atu kwan akukọ mmia a omo duru ha na ehwa ahia se omo sa ba fie no. That aspect, no, I'm sure say authorities na di kind then apa chow. I think say the concept of free secondary school education, no, and I'm happy George is agreeing say it is very important. It's so important say every Ghanaian child benya opportunity no work school. As to say obesha say ne Obesha say china, and no, it's up to the individual who is in charge to determine. But the most important thing, na say, Sabiu, abofra bia benya opportunity to go to school. The president Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, anytime yenye opportunity say yenini beshia before he became the president, and he said, look, money should not be a barrier. Sabi impradias. Money should not be a barrier. Say obi Intiminko secondary school. Very brilliant idea. Because yana na we understand this thing. But a policy like free secondary school education, where every single child has to go to secondary school, will obviously come with some challenges. Unless otherwise we want to behave, say the ostrich.
Yeah, perfect.
There is no way. Say Sabio ube sorry. Na Ghana ni akwala bia wachiro JSS. The whole country. Abofrano enko secondary school. Now kasi sa policy way challenges mamudia sabe. Na nya no kwe. Ni asi say o ma postpone school yi. Ya hu bi da. Sabio salvation says o mutu ama secondary schools bi under the previous government. A delay. Postponing schools, sometimes even indefinitely. But this one, the unfortunate thing is that it was not communicated early. When who say fault abum. So Sabio, like you all explain here. The woman said, look, there is nothing that she will say to justify what has happened. Into Sabio, I will phone for Mobana and because they could have communicated earlier to them, say, oh, when we want to reschedule the reopening to 5th of May. And this topic will even come. This topic now, it became news because of what has happened. Now, the demand from Charles or the secondary schools, COVID here came with so many challenges. And then, sabi nkwala 30 na nka odi ombeto dormitory ba akumu a mini ukasa yi one here is reduce the 20 and not 25, because you cannot go and put all the 30 children in that room because the fear of COVID is also around. And some of these things, we should say we are not in good times. COVID comes with its challenges. And some of these challenges are also there. Because ebeye nyina ya say be school. Na nkole kwakoduru ho. Na obehwe numbers have started going up in our secondary school. Ya na ebe sabe kasa. Yeah na ebe sabe kasa. Nti me feel say it is good say they will put things right. Omo be hihye nema yie. Na fifi omo kwa. Sabe bibia to. I started a document. Ohwi anka nkole iko April ya. Nko mbe sabe break. No ma ko biom ansa na ombechro exams. But the thinking of Ghana Education Office and then the ministry, they say, Tanyami ya adumna se omoko me ya. Ometina mu a sabi ebi a break bi kura na ebi a some meetings bi 1 or 2 bi. Ometina mu a till say omechro
October or
September honum. Omo be chro omo exams aye dey. Ewie. Which I think that omo they will not lose much. They will not lose much. But under COVID, everybody's losing. Everybody's losing because ye nyina ye himself under normal school system no. Some of these challenges would not have arisen. But unfortunately, no, COVID aba. Inti me mpa ebony say sa 5th May year almost shisha no. Near chance hwehwe free omo ho no. They will make some of these things available. Now, with issues of consultation. Look, as some ye nyina ye ka wo radio. It's part of consultation. You are making sometimes officially, no, Ufu say your comment or your input has not been taken. But it has been taken indirectly without you knowing. Because if you are not minister here, we are not policy maker be here. Let's say you put in a very laudable idea. They will copy it and try to see if they can implement it. And I'm not sure, say, the president of the day and the minister or anybody in government feels so big, say, or on Yadwin. There's no way, because Adwin the Sabi in Pride Biasa and Nipa Bakutrimu. And before Nanado became president, he's had meetings with all of them. He had meetings with former President Rawlings, may he so rest in peace, JM, and then Kufuor. They had cocktails here and there. What would I mention? So consultation or coming together is not something that the president is afraid of or he doesn't want to do it. Because on many year, Sabi, now with selective aspects, say, omo musika entua, and omo muniska, omo free. You know, this thing has been an issue. Look, I remember say piece or say Adum FM or say Dion. Omo create the finance, the Minister for Education by then, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe. Omo say awufu omo ready so omo woska omo the best support it. Some say what woska mo betua. That account has been dormant. One of the go to your sketch will say, hey, there you will scare baby. And that's also was it not out there? It was out there that look, Muna mo bet me afford no. Mon famra.
Nobody has gone to pay.
One any because wow. Are you getting what I'm saying? You see, we have an attitude in this country. It is because it is not been done that way. Almost see if you have done it that way. And then abemra nonka so mo amoska. Mumma munkola nye say. Obi abeka kire o say oniska. I agree with him to some extent. Say Sabin pride we say insati anyape. And we can never be equal. Even in heaven, some people will be at the right, others will be at the left. Isn't that what the Bible? So are we equal?
No.
Even in heaven, we are not equal. So we can never be equal on this earth. It's not possible. Even all MPs, 275 MPs now who are they are not equal. Some are more than others. CEOs, the same thing. What when I mention? And countries, the same thing. But like he's saying, we need to also up the less privileged. Omona asabiu. Unfortunately, Oma just have privilege, you know. And see as we make it Omo life better. Some will go to Achimota. Some will go to Adisada and all those schools. Some will also go to my village, Panda Secondary School. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
but normally, me catch it obi say. Sometimes you be mo yaka secondary school cry ya kwa ba bedru ha ya. You won't
believe it.
You won't believe it. But the fact that you are in Adisada or you've gone to Achimota
does not mean that
you are going to succeed in life. That is not true. Because among for people go ha or ma you Achimota. Sabi you ko hu omo na mo ka cheso mu ya Achimota. Wunyini, uyira beho. Are you getting what I'm saying? But let's all try as much as possible. Make sure that at least money should not be a barrier for our children to access secondary schools. With regards to private schools, I have very little to take on that. And I think that if private schools are ever ready on those bases, please, ministers and those concerned should look at it. In any case, it is about accessibility. Okay, it is about making sure that the children get access to education. If schools are ready to do exactly what public schools are doing, I think that shouldn't be too difficult for all of us to do, because they've employed teachers who are Ghanaians. They are taking caterers who are also, they've created a lot of employment under the private school system. And all these things, and also be myself, you'll be at me akwaba. But yam boy empire say Aduchuma Wabe. He's not new. He's taking over. I know him very well. He's been a deputy minister, very influential, very articulating, and he sometimes knows what he's doing. Some of these challenges, like he's an educationist. I'll put some of these things into perspective. And the money we are now school system, that me are running a perfect.
Last words, sorry,
oh, my last words now, mestre, is to go back to our ethics. And I'm happy. Sometimes, honestly, I feel very sad when I'm in the house. You know why? Because my children don't speak my language, they don't speak their mother's language.
Hey,
are you getting me? The aspect no can say, even as Ghanaians, we are losing our culture, the identity as Ghanaians. We are gradually losing it because Oka Chia, Ode one Tibrofo, Oka Chia, Messer. Bobika, no Kromokasa Chinese, only problem niho. We can't Gemini.
I say mental slavery be problem.
It is the same way if you come to our part locally. Obi oho na sabi mpradu yasa. Oka konkoma kasa. No be adien kasa na ukai. Obi oho na oka dogomba. You see that kind of kasa o muni nyonku kasa. Ema nema bebreye den. Etutosin. And I think that media houses, just like you were saying, if we want to promote certain things, let's promote our culture. Like he rightly used the Indian thing. Telenovelas. They say, I mean, who radio, if it's a TV station, Omunyi telenovela.
Yeah, you be. Yeah, the way.
Oh, we say, I don't see. From Opa, Omunya can news, yeah. Nabia Obia yi telenovela. Omunyi skadruno. Telenovela no more than. So where is our aspect? Yeah, culture no way. And then the last is parents should be responsible. Parents should be responsible because that is the only access you have. The only thing I spend a lot of time to monitor my children because that's the only thing I have. It's vanity. Mini aba kakra me de be kan no.
Medase Honorable Nyindam medase paasa obaya.
Utie oha echi ponk no. Needs FM.